If you're hearing this right now, it isn't random. Something led you here, not religion, not coincidence, something older. Because what you're about to hear was buried, burned, and rewritten. They told you they were protecting the faith. But what they really protected was control. This is not about doubting Jesus, it's about seeing him the way his followers once did, before the empire edited his light into a doctrine. The gospel they left out, the ones labeled heretical, spoke of Jesus differently. He wasn't distant, he wasn't untouchable. He laughed, wept, loved, he kissed his disciples not in scandal but in recognition. To them, he wasn't a God pretending to be human. He was a human who remembered. He was divine, and that's what scared them most. In the text, they banned the Gospel of Mary. A woman speaks as his equal, Mary Magdalene, not the harlot. The church made her, the partner they erased. She understood the teachings the others struggled with. While Peter questioned her authority, Jesus defended her. He called her the one who sees, the one who saw not a savior to worship, but a mirror of what all humans could become. That gospel called humanity capable of the same awakening. No hierarchy, no priesthood, just awareness. In the earliest writings, Jesus wasn't a ghost walking on water. He was a teacher who walked among farmers, fishermen, women, and children. He spoke of inner kingdoms, not thrones in heaven. He shared bread with tax collectors, revolutionaries, and women with scars. His miracles. They were metaphors, stories meant to awaken the sleeping mind. Turning water into wine wasn't alchemy. It was the transformation of consciousness. Blind eyes opened meant understanding, not biology. The real miracle was that ordinary people could see the divine within themselves. He defied Rome, but he also defied religion. He broke laws of purity. He healed on forbidden days. He ate with the unworthy. When he said, "The kingdom of heaven is within you," he dismantled the whole religious economy. Because if the kingdom is within, then no temple, no priest, no emperor can sell it to you. That's why he had to be rewritten, turned into something to be worshipped, not imitated. In the hidden Gospels, Thomas, Mary, Philip. Jesus sounds nothing like the one you've been told about. He speaks of light, vibration, unity. He says, "When you know yourselves, then you will be known, and you will realize you are children of the living Father." That's not religion. That's consciousness science from 2,000 years ago. He didn't come to found a church. He came to remind humanity of its forgotten nature. Rome feared revolutions of swords. The priests feared revolutions of minds. Jesus led the second kind. He called people friends, not followers. He told them they didn't need mediators. That was blasphemy to power because it meant power wasn't needed. When he overturned tables in the temple, it wasn't anger. It was a symbol. The collapse of every system built on fear and obedience. In the Forbidden Scrolls, his message wasn't "worship me," it was "be as I am." He didn't die to save you from sin. He showed you how to transcend illusion. The resurrection wasn't just an event, it was a blueprint. Every human consciousness can rise beyond limitation, beyond programming, beyond manipulation. That's what the empire couldn't allow. They turned his living teaching into a monument. They took the man who taught love beyond borders and built borders in his name. They took a symbol of inner freedom and made it an instrument of guilt. But symbols have memory. And the memory of Jesus, the mystic, the lover, the rebel, still breathes beneath the marble. When you speak his name tonight, don't think of worship. Think of remembrance, because that's what he asked for. Do this in remembrance of me, not as ritual, as recognition. He wasn't trying to be the only Son of God. He was trying to show that everyone is. And 2,000 years later, the truth still slips through the cracks, through gospels rediscovered, through seekers who refuse to settle for second-hand salvation. Maybe you're one of them. Because if you've listened this far, you already know the secret wasn't hidden from you. It was hidden inside you. So tonight, before you sleep, remember this. Jesus wasn't just a savior. He was a reminder. A mirror held up to consciousness itself. The human who remembered the divine who dared to be human. The teacher they turned into a god so you'd never try to be like him. Now you know the secret they didn't want shared. Not to worship him, but to remember what he remembered. When the morning comes, don't rush to prove anything. Wholeness doesn't audition. Stand by a window. Let the light find your face. Notice how simple things feel. Different. The cup is heavier with meaning. Silence is thicker with presence. And your breath. Your breath feels like a prayer you finally understand. You don't have to manufacture faith, you only have to notice. Because remembrance doesn't shout, it hums. And today, if you listen carefully, you'll hear it everywhere. First, soft detachment. The thing that used to hook you doesn't. Not because you're numb, because you're home. Second, spontaneous compassion. You buckle a little under someone else's pain, and kindness moves before thought. Third, quiet clarity. Choices that were fog become contours. You'll be tempted to explain it. Don't. Language often arrives late to what the heart already knows. Let your life be the explanation. Doubt will visit like a weather change. Let it storms. Don't unmake the mountain, they rinse it. When doubt comes, whisper, "Show me the next honest step." Not the whole path, just the next honest step. Truth loves small doors. Night one, return. As you feel sleep approach, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, release for 6. Then say within, "I am returning." Night 2, receive. Before the phrase, ask gently, "What is ready to heal?" Then say it, "Let dreams do their quiet work." Might. 3, radiate. Before the phrase, bring to mind one person you love, one you struggle with, and one stranger. Wrap them in light. Then say it. In the morning, write one line. What did the light show me? Small doors, big worlds. The first is superiority to imagine. Remembrance makes you more. It doesn't. It makes you less separate. The second is escape, to use light to avoid your life. Real light enters dishes, deadlines, and difficult conversations. The kingdom within is not a hiding place, it's a power source. If your story carries fracture, you are not disqualified. You are porous. Cracks are not disfigurements, they are apertures. Where you broke is where the dawn gets in. Say it tonight, not to become worthy, but to remember you already were. The light does not ask for credentials, it asks for permission. Return is not loud activism, it's luminous presence. Systems built on fear cannot metabolize people who are not for sale. You become ungovernable, not by shouting but by shining. Smile at the gatekeepers, walk through the side door, ask for one, then release the form. The sign may arrive as a sentence. You overhear a number, a song you haven't heard in years, or a kindness perfectly timed. Don't worship the sign, thank it. Keep walking. Place your hand on your chest, feel the quiet animal of your heart. Whisper, "I release the day I return to light. Guard my breath, guide my night. Then I am returning, let everything soften. Let the threshold find you, do one small thing the old you would postpone. Send the message, drink the water. Apologize first. Light prefers verbs. You are not waiting for a new life. You are practicing one. Choose a line to carry for 7 days. Only love is real. Nothing stands outside this light. I am returned. I am here. Let it ride your breath while you walk, while you work, while you wait at the red light. What we repeat, we remember. What we remember, we become. You are not the first to remember, and you won't be the last. Across centuries, across languages, across names, a single current moves from forgetfulness to recognition, from fear to freedom, from me to we. Tonight you join it not by oath, but by openness. When the screen goes dark, don't rush to another. Let darkness be a temple. Lay down. Feel the mattress receive what the world could not hold today. Then without strain, without drama, I am returning. Let the light do the traveling. If you cross the threshold tonight and feel anything heat in the chest, vivid dreams, a gentleness that wasn't there, whisper it into the world so another can be brave. Type 2 words tomorrow, I remembered. Your echo becomes someone else's door. If you need to hear it again, start at the beginning. Revelation is a spiral, not a straight line. I am returning. Vivid dreams, a gentleness that wasn't there, whisper it into the world so another can be brave. Type 2 words tomorrow. I remembered. Your echo becomes someone else's door. If you need to hear it again, start at the beginning. Revelation is a spiral, not a straight line. I am returning.